From the Millersville University Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Elliott here with the medium range forecast and video discussion issued on Monday, June 10th. Well, in stark contrast to the cool and rather pleasant conditions that we'll be enjoying through the middle of the week, things are going to heat up late this week. And despite a downturn in the humidity again this upcoming weekend, temperatures are going to be much higher than what we're dealing with currently. And quite frankly, I think you can kiss high temperatures in the 70s goodbye after today and tomorrow for a while. So without further ado, let me jump right on into things here and start by taking a look at the GFS model for 2 p.m. on Thursday. And you'll notice that high pressure system that I mentioned in the short-term video, by Thursday, well, that is shifted into the deep south. And it's a little bit off the screen here, but there's going to be a second center of that high located over the western Atlantic. And to the north and west of that high pressure system, winds are going to turn southwesterly later Wednesday night into Thursday. And those southwesterly winds are what's going to usher that hotter air mass back into the mid-Atlantic states. You'll notice that the Euro's in good agreement here with the GFS as well, and that'll be the theme throughout the entire medium range period. Both models are virtually identical to each other, so that gives me increased confidence in this medium range forecast. But anyhow, back to Thursday, I don't expect the humidity to be that high yet Thursday afternoon. Dew points will creep back up into the mid-50s to perhaps 60 degrees Thursday afternoon, but that's still not bad at all by mid-June standards. But I do expect high temperatures to reach the upper 80s to perhaps 90 degrees Thursday afternoon after a rather comfortable start in the upper 50s to low 60s. You'll also notice this cold front that will be dropping southeastward through the Great Lakes region Thursday afternoon. Well, that's going to continue to progress farther south and east from Thursday into Friday, and that will be sliding through the Commonwealth Friday afternoon and evening. Now, I don't expect that cold front to move through northern Maryland, southeastern PA, and the lower Susquehanna Valley until Friday afternoon and evening. And out ahead of that front, well, you're going to notice an uptick in the humidity Friday afternoon. Dew points will be back in the 60s. And with compressional warming and downsloping westerly flow off the Appalachians just ahead of that front, well, I do expect high temperatures to be in the low to mid 90s before scattered showers and thunderstorms arrive Friday afternoon and evening. Now, you may assume that with that hot and humid air mass in place ahead of the front that severe weather might be a big concern on Friday, but I don't really expect that to be the case this go around, because most of the energy associated with that front is actually going to move through southeastern Canada and into northern New England. So yeah, I do expect scattered showers and storms Friday afternoon and evening, but you'll have to tune back in later this week to really see how much, if any, severe weather threat exists. But one thing's for sure, once that front moves off the eastern seaboard Friday night, this large high pressure system is going to settle over the Great Lakes region on Saturday, and that will ultimately shift into New England on Sunday. So that high pressure is going to promote mostly sunny, dry, and pleasantly warm conditions over the weekend. And behind that front, dew points will fall back into the 50s on Saturday, and they should hold in the 50s on Sunday. But this is not going to be a cool Canadian air mass like what we're dealing with right now. It's going to cool off on Saturday behind the front, but high temperatures will still likely be in the mid 80s. And on Sunday, they'll be back in the mid to upper 80s. And this is going to be really the last pleasantly warm weekend before we really start to build a large jet stream ridge across the central and eastern United States, looking forward then into next week. In fact, I could easily see how the first bona fide heat wave of the season impacts the region next week. It could be a real scorcher out there starting on Monday the 17th. But anyhow, for this medium range forecast, Thursday, mostly sunny and hot, high around 90, partly sunny, hot and humid on Friday with a chance of showers and thunderstorms, high 92. Cooler and less humid on Saturday with sunshine and a few clouds, high 84, and then looking forward into Sunday, mostly sunny and warm, but still not humid with highs in the mid to upper 80s. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the Medium Range Forecast. Tune back in next Monday for the latest edition. Until then, enjoy the beautiful weekend ahead and stay cool late this week with those 90-degree temperatures back in the forecast.